So if you didn't know, JetEngine has a new dynamic data generator, and it's created it to make it easier to create dynamic data. And I've experimented just a little bit with it, and it looks amazing. So let's see what they have. If you go into your CrocoBlock account and you scroll a little bit down, you see beta releases. Any beta release or beta, I don't know how you pronounce it. You have the option to download the latest version. It will be one of the next versions. And this allows you to create the AI thing. So if we go to plugins, you see that I have JetEngine installed, and all the way below, we see Website Builder. Now, if you want to build a website, you have the custom post types, and it can be very tedious. Let me give you an example. You have to think of all the little small details that you need to add in. I think Dave had a very good one. I will just use this example. And he created a custom post type or dynamic data to make it possible to create recipes. And as you can see here, you have recipes where you can add the recipes and select the meal types. And you also have access to the recipes author. Now, this takes a lot of knowledge before you understand how to create that, and CrocoBlock wants to simplify that process. And you will start off by telling what website we are building. So we're building a recipe website with food for everybody. And it tastes awesome. Now, here on the right hand side, you see already that there are some things that you need to consider. You need to describe the purpose of the websites in 1 or 2 sentences, describe the main functionality, the actual parts that you need, for example, the filter or the relationships, etc. And we also need to understand that the website structure builder can't set up profiles and create forms. And so we need to keep that in mind. We can click preview model, and then we see how the data will look, what we have created. And we can then review the suggested model and make some tweaks if needed. We can then click regenerate, and then you have something new. Nothing will be saved until you say create website model. So we'll keep that in mind. So let's start out with creating our model, I guess. So recipe website with food for everybody, and it tastes awesome. I guess that's beautiful, right? And then we describe the specific functionality that we need. So we need a recipe with the amount of servings. Hey, Max, how are you doing? I hope you're doing fine this evening, and thank you for joining. It's lovely that you're here. We need a recipe with amount of servings. Let's see, and ingredients. Ingredients. We need to be able to adjust the ingredients to the amount of servings. I don't know if this is possible, but let's see. The recipe follows a step guide with pictures, titles. Hey, dear skating choreographer. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? How nice of you to join as well, Jimmy. It's unfortunate that we can't meet at WordCamp NL. So we are 5 minutes in, and I hear a sign. I didn't expect that, so I was a little bit startled. The recipe follows a step-by-step guide with pictures, titles, and what you need to do. I also always love to know what kind of ingredients are needed for this step. Show the ingredients needed for this step. Hey Dave, how are you? Oh, take your time. You need to get well adjusted before you do too much stuff. There should be a relationship field. Relationship with the recipe author, which contains a picture, title, and picture name, perhaps. A bit bumped, we'll be missing it, yeah. But yeah, we'll definitely meet soon, Jimmy, don't worry. Which contains a picture, name, and a link to the website. Ooh, just within the maximum prompt length. Prompts. And here it says the prompt is too long. Now, I see, and I'm too lazy, so we're going to ask Copilot, make this shorter, but keep the essence. So there we go. This is way more serving and adjustable ingredients, step-by-step guide with pictures and titles, pictures, explanations and titles, ingredients and instructions for each step. Yeah. Details, other details with a picture, name, website link. So that should be it. Let's preview what it does. That's why I have Edge installed. This is the reason why, because I just can use another AI to create a prompt that we can use. You're used to AI requests of 60 monthly quota. Oh, so that's a very good thing to know, that you have 60 requests per month. Now I'm on the lifestyle plan of CrocoBlock. So I've paid a little bit more, but then I at least know what the quota is for creating a model. Let's see. Yeah, you're saying this, but as I was looking at the prompt length, it didn't reach the length. But let's see what it created. So in here we have the custom post types, we have the recipes. What kind of core functionality will it be using? We'll be using the title, the editor, and thumbnail. Then we have the taxonomies, cuisine. Now I didn't mention that, but I think this is very good. You can select it. It is Greek or French or whatsoever, and a meal type. Maybe allergies should also be a step in there or something. Then you have a meta field of recipe where you have servings, ingredients, and steps, both of which are repeated. So this is a very nice thing. Dave, by the way, I took your recipe thing as an example for this to build. And for author, we'll be using the core feature of title, and the meta fields of author will be the picture and the website that you can build in there, having a media and text. You can also use it as a CCT, which is most likely my preferred way of working with meta fields, especially if there is a lot, because then you can what's it called? Have a very clean database and will be faster loading for each page. Next, there's a relationship. So there will be a relationship between the author and recipe, one to many. So one author could have, each author item can have many related recipes. Yeah, each recipe can only have one author. Yeah, that sounds fair. And then for filters, we can filter on serving. It's a select filter with a meta field of servings. So this all seems okay. maybe we would like to add something else. I don't think we can do this, but at least this is a concept I can use, and we can now just create what we need. All described entities will be physically created on my website. Ooh, this is awesome. So now we have the model, and everything has been added. As you can see, here's our recipe, and here is our author. Now, if we add I think I don't need anything else. So we see the model. Let's call it recipe update. And will it be saved somewhere or no? Oh, we see here previously created, and we have recipe, and there we can see other things that we need to do. Now, if you go to recipe and we add a new recipe, we see that we have access to the servings, the ingredients and steps. And if we open up a step, it's empty. So that's a thing that we still need to work, that Krogerblock needs to work on, I guess. Because the empty steps doesn't make really much sense. But it's a very nice way that you can have your servings ready, your ingredients and everything already set up. And it took me less than 50 minutes to do this. So it's a very good way to just get started. Oh, you also have some kind of meal types, so that's put in there. And for the cuisine, there's also some examples for the cuisine. So this is awesome. And if we look at the author and we create a new author, and this is, for example, Lex. Let's see if we have a nice image. An image of a mushroom. Why shouldn't we? Tag is our review. And we don't have anything on there. And if we add a new recipe, we can say mushroom. Servings 1. But we don't have the ingredients. Now we can adjust it, so that's always nice. Yeah, so indeed, the sub-items aren't added, which isn't that bad. I don't know where we should do that. Should we do that in the post types, or should we do that in the model so that we can update the model? You're forgetting something. Doesn't seem author to recipe servings. And in here you go to the post type that you've created. In here we have steps, and you can add your repeater fields that the AI forgot, so it's not that hard. It's a very nice way to just set up, right? And let's see if we can need something consistent, but that looks good. This will be a media, and then we add a new one of step name. I'm just trying to fill it out a little bit, and description. And then we can update the post type. And if we look into our recipes and we'll add a new one, we can see that we can add steps. And in here we can choose, mushroom again. We can say step name, and we can add a description. So JetEngine AI is a very great way to just get started with the dynamic data, but you should take into mind that this is still a beta version, so there will be improvements. And as we saw during this segment, we saw that these steps weren't added. Overall, I'm very excited when JetEngine releases this in 3.6, and I hope you are excited as well. Hey, hello, brother. We're looking into AI creation with JetEngine. So it did the large part of creating dynamic data inside WordPress. So that's very nice. Hey, Todor, how are you doing? Nice of you to join as well. So that's it for this segment. Look at that. We're all done with this section, and it's saying to me that we have done it well. So that's a very nice gamification kind of thing. So well done, Blitzed, as well. Let's see. So I will recommend to play around with JetEngine AI, the website builder. There's a maximum quota of 60 usage per month, so you need to be wary of that, and that sometimes some things are missing, but it's in the beta version, so that is good enough for now. I will see myself using it definitely in the future. I think this is a very awesome way of using CrocalBlock, using AI inside of WordPress by creating dynamic data, so that the boring stuff like creating database connections doesn't need to be done by us. Maybe Dave likes it or Mark likes it, but for me, it just needs to be there, and then I can fill in the content and then can work on the designs. So a very nice thing. And perhaps soon there will be a Black Friday deal for CrocalBlock, so stay tuned for that. So that's awesome. Need some food.